I am honored and delighted beyond words to be with you tonight. When I was first approached and asked to consider if I would help pull together a group of people to do this for Francis, I couldn't say yes fast enough. He has had an impact on all of us, and we'll hear more about that impact as we go through the night, except I'm a little confused. I really thought we were here because we finally had a pope named after him. Really? Yes. I mean, that's the epitome of it. Unless you get a holiday named after you, but you got to die to do that, Francis. And that's a little too extreme. How many people were there Saturday night? Raise your hand. Was that not a nearer to God moment for everybody? Incredible. That was just phenomenal. I have no idea that sort of beautiful music was capable anymore. It was just phenomenal. But I've got some good news and bad news about it. The good news is, if you were there, you witnessed one of music's highest moments. And you know what I'm talking about. With the 110 voices, and then with that humongous string section. But the bad news is, the next time you'll hear it, you'll be dead and on your way into heaven. So I hope you were there Saturday night. That was the music of angels that we witnessed Saturday night. Now, when I first met Francis, like everyone in the room here, we had an instant connection. It was like we were different brothers of separate mothers or something. But we had an instant connection of the minds. And probably the first hour we were together, we began talking about what the symphony orchestra really needed. And that was an endowment fund. There are very few cultural organizations, I dare say hardly any, that can exist without a permanent endowment fund. And what a permanent endowment fund does is it's money that just kind of sits there and makes money. And we don't invade any of the principle, but the money that is made through savvy investments is used to benefit the programs of the orchestra so we can continue to outreach mission into the community. We needed that terribly. That was a dream 4 years ago. Delighted to let everyone know tonight that we do have the T. Francis Wada Endowment Fund. It does exist. The papers have been done. The IRS has blessed it. And we are in business with an endowment fund. Very much thanks to the Orlowskis tonight and to everybody here, really, for their contribution, because we will leave this evening having made a significant improvement in the corpus of that fund. So for that, we are just so grateful to all of you. Now, like I mentioned, we tried to get a holiday named after you, but you'd have to die, and we don't want that to happen. So we did the next best thing. We have a couple of proclamations from some of our elected authorities, Francis. So first of all, I would like to introduce Carolyn Freeland, City of Punta Gorda Council Member for District 3. Carolyn is on her way up. She's got something. And then after she has made her proclamation, we'll have another one. Now I'm going to step aside. Come on up. Tiny stage.
Good evening. Maestro Wada has left a legacy, and it's only within the brief 4 years that he's been with us here in Charlotte County. And on behalf of the City Council of the City of Punta Gorda, Florida, I am most honored to present this proclamation. Whereas as a young child, Toshimasa Francis Wada's interests were mainly in painting, wood carving, and drawing, winning over 30 awards for his drawing. His musical talent was not discovered until junior high school. And whereas his junior year in high school, Wada took over all rehearsals for the QLU Senior High School Band, and as a senior became choir director of the QLU Catholic Church. And whereas upon his arrival to the United States in 1966, Wada joined the Annapolis Symphony Orchestra and auditioned at the Catholic University of America School of Music, where he was awarded scholarships for undergraduate and graduate studies. And whereas it was during this time that Wada's conducting talent was discovered, enabling him early admission into the graduate conducting class, followed by training during his master's degree program in orchestral, opera, and ballet orchestrating, during which time he spent a year at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. And whereas throughout the 1970s he worked as a music educator at the high school and college levels, followed by joining the faculty of the Union College Music Department in Lincoln, Nebraska, where he guest conducted the Nebraska Chamber Orchestra, the Lincoln Civic Orchestra, and the Lincoln Youth Symphony. And whereas Wada became one of 12 finalists admitted to the International Orchestra Conductors Institute Masterclass, where he studied with Maestro Herbert Blumstedt, conductor of the world's oldest orchestra, the Dresden Staatskapelle, allowing Maestro Wada to tour with them during their 1983 United States tour. And whereas Maestro Wada relocated to Massachusetts, where he became conductor and music director of the Thayer Symphony Orchestra, where during his 22-year association, he was instrumental in the formation of the Music Connection to expose school children to symphonic music, as well as the formation of the Thayer Symphony Orchestra's Community Music School. And whereas Maestro Wada joined the Charlotte Symphony Orchestra in June 2009, where his innovative style, knowledge of art, and contagious sense of humor have served as the building blocks of 4 seasons of concert programming. And whereas while Maestro Wada will retire at the end of the 2012-2013 season, he will continue to play a vital role as an ambassador for the Charlotte Symphony. Now therefore, the City Council of the City of Punta Gorda, Florida does hereby proclaim March 25th, 2013 as Maestro Toshimasa Francis Wada Day in recognition and appreciation of his many contributions to this community. Passed and duly adopted this 25th day of March 2013, City of Punta Gorda, Carolyn Freeland, Council Member. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Freeland. Beautifully done. Now we're going to ask Chris Constance, Chairman of the Board of County Commissioners, to please come forward with his